Everything, dude.
Damn, that's pretty.
Why are you returning this? Well, I thought I was going to get $2,000, but I didn't, so I don't have that much disposable income to use on this.
Let me refund my gift cards.
All right, everybody, welcome to Hot Couch Potato, a podcast where we talk about video games and luck. My name is Brent, aka Buwap. I'm here with my man's Rick, aka A New Perfect Day. What's going on, man?
I'm like in a phase right now with Star Wars. I think what happened is I saw the first couple of episodes of Mandalorian, and then I still need to finish it, by the way. But I got to watching more Clone Wars, and then I was like, you know what? I want to wield a lightsaber, so I ended up buying Vader Immortal on PSVR. I haven't played. I just basically gone through what is, I guess, a tutorial, but it is awesome because Vader is tall and the atmosphere is like 360, so you're just like, I don't know, this person that just got captured by his fleet, and so yeah, eventually you're escaping, but then you find a lightsaber, and that's where your journey begins. So it's pretty cool.
Oh, that's right. And does it take place the same time as Mandalorian and all that, or what?
I think probably before. What episodes does Mandalorian takes place?
It's between 4. No, it's between 6 and 7. Between 6 and 7. So like the Empire, the Death Star got blown up.
Fallen. Yeah. So Vader's still alive, so it must be between that, like around episode 4 or 5 or something. But it's cool because like you're actually kind of walking through the like a spaceship or one of like the Star Destroyers, and you're trying to escape, so you're like climbing through the ladder through a hatch, and it's pretty cool. Like, very unique experience. At least that's how I envision it. So, and then when you get the lightsaber, it's funny because when you first touch the lightsaber, like a combat droid, comes out to try to teach you things. But the thing is, it starts attacking you right away, so you don't know what you're doing. So of course, your instinct is to just block everything, and then right after it's done attacking you, it goes, "Oh, let me teach you how to block." And I was like, "What? Like, what was I doing?
You haven't been doing it right."
Well, the thing is, I think it was just trying to like trip you up or something. Like, I don't know. Like, my instinct is to block something that's coming at you. So
of course, yeah.
I put the lightsaber up, blocked it, and then it did a 360 spin, and then it was about to down slash, and I like blocked it like, I don't know, like a Link character. So I was just really going ham at this thing, and then that's when the tutorials just suddenly started. It's like, okay, let me teach you how the basics work. I was like, that was not the basics? Like, I was defending my life just a second ago. You were trying to kill me. But
see, that's the thing that happens during like your second playthrough of a game, when you know how to do everything already and you're already doing it in the tutorial. And it's like, you're not supposed to know how to do that yet, but here you go. Here's how you're supposed to know how to do it.
Yep, exactly. It's fun, I just really got to get into just playing it fully.
How do you move around in that game? Do you teleport, or do you use like a joystick?
It's your traditional teleporting kind of thing. So it's a little bit strange, but it's more polished, I think. I know there are VR games where you actually run, but this one you do teleport, so you have to kind of aim, and in your mind you have to like kind of predict what it's gonna look like when you do teleport, because otherwise you're gonna get all confused of where you did teleport. Because there are times when I'm like following somebody, and then it says, "Oh yeah, go press the button on this hatch," and I teleport to it, and then I'm like, where the hell am I? Like, and I'm like, oh, I have to turn around, and it's like,
see where you're at.
Open the door, yeah. So it's a little strange, but it's cool. Everything is pretty sick. So it's very detailed. And I do enjoy it. So that's why I was like, man, I just need to make. They need to make a Mandalorian version where you're like seeing through the visor of the helmet. And it was cool because in the beginning you do put on like a open helmet, but you can kind of see the edges of the helmet over your face when you're looking around. So if they just do a Mandalorian helmet, that would be pretty dope.
Dude, if they give you something where you have like a HUD, where you have a scanner and you can see like people's power levels and shit in the VR, that would be tight.
Dude, yeah, that's what I was like. Then they need to do that.
Do you think they'll ever solve that movement in VR? I know because some games do it with the joystick. I think you and I, we played that multiplayer game at PSX where the movement was with a joystick, and that one I was starting to get dizzy after a while, man.
Yeah, I think they're not going to master that because it's probably a lot of information when you're moving with the joystick. So it's like it's probably positional. You're tracking where your hands are, so everything in that sense. So I think a cheaper, safer, not a cheaper, but like a easier route is to have the character teleport. That way, all the data is loaded in instantaneously versus where it's processing as you're moving, through the level. So I'm not too mad about it. Like it's kind of like a cinematic experience, like where you're like sitting, like in the beginning, you start off in the spaceship. So you're the captain. You're just pressing buttons when they tell you to press buttons. You warp into light speed. It was basically the game was playing itself, so it didn't have me to think too much of like, oh man, I need to run over here, run over there. And when you're in battle, you're kind of stationary, so you're too busy focused on blocking, which you can move around, but it's more easier if you just stand still and block everything and slash.
Yeah, because I think the way I'm picturing it now, right, is like the VR we're playing is the lightsaber battles between Luke Skywalker and Darth Vader. It's very deliberate slashing back and forth at each other, right? Whereas the VR I want to play is like fucking Qui-Gon Jinn versus Mace Windu. You know what I mean? There's like flipping and fucking running around doing all these tricks and dodging and stuff.
Yeah.
So if they could ever figure that out, how to do it well, I would be totally down, dude. Because I'd be playing VR games like Dark Souls, dude. I'd roll with the fucking headset on, man.
Oh yeah, I had a video. Someone like tried to roll in VR, and their character was like still on the floor, and then the monster was just kicking him while he was on the floor. I was like, oh shit, but yeah, I agree, and it's kind of scary too, because when you have the headset on, you really have to be in a space where there's nothing around you, because there's so many times when I'm like kind of trying to jump forward or jump around, because it does move, like left and right when you do move, but that's why I think we need to be in a bigger space when you play.
Damn, dude. I don't know if I want to buy VR, or I just need like a whole week with it, to live with it and see what my life would be like with it.
Yeah, that's why I was trying to bring it and show you guys, and these are the tricks of the trade. That's where you can evaluate it and say, oh yeah, this is, or this ain't, for me, I can wait. But for me personally, I love it so much. And I need to play the other games. There are like VR stuff, like the YouTube VR, and I think there's one that I think it kind of almost made me a little dizzy, but I had a grasp on it. I don't know. I think I closed my eyes or something. But what happened was there was like a one where you're in the ocean, and of course it's like an ocean one where you're like surrounded by sharks. And I'm like, oh, I want to see this in VR. Like, I'm terrified of the ocean, and for me to be in a safe zone but see these creatures of the unknown, sounds sick. But once I got loaded in, of course there's sharks swimming around me, and I was like, oh, that's sick. But then as soon as like the shark passed me, and I was trying to like just look at it while it's passing me, like I was turning my head, I was like starting to feel like the wave in the ocean. Like I was like it was like kind of bobbing and rocking, and I was like, oh man, if I feel dizzy in real life, I do feel dizzy in real life when I'm on a boat, but damn, to simulate that and for me to feel this way again, this is crazy. This is good VR because it was kind of like, floating, and I was like, oh man, I'm feeling nauseous.
I feel like now you'd have to buy, what was that thing? There were like those pills in Metal Gear that Snake would eat to like be better at sniping, like diazepam or something like that. Like you have to take like your little seasick pills before you play VR or something.
Yeah. Yep. I think it's just, I don't know. It's cool because there's others when you're on the beach and 360 view of you being on the beach and stuff like that. But I can see where they need polishing a lot on things, but the other games, there are a lot of games that are pretty polished enough.
Yeah, I'm surprised at how much is out for VR. To think that it's really a niche thing, it feels like, where you really have to have the money, the hardware, and the capability just to have it and play it. You don't think that there'd be a big market or a big community making games for this thing, but no, there is actually a lot, isn't there?
Yeah, there's a lot of indie developers, and there is like a developer mode on the Oculus.
Okay. So you just do your own thing.
Yeah, so if you want, you can go into developer mode for games and try to, develop your own games and stuff like that, which is pretty cool because it's like it's encouraging many developers to make their apps and whatnot, and that's what is pretty good as a community. It's doing all that stuff, which is cool. I like it. I enjoy it because people are really like pushing forward to doing stuff like that.
Yeah. This is the last podcast for 2020, dude. Can you believe it?
Interesting.
It's been a fucking crazy. That's like an understatement. That's too easy to say that this year's been crazy. It hasn't been. I could say it's bad, but it hasn't been completely bad. It's been good at points as well. It's gonna sound cliche, but it's been an up and down year, man. Don't you feel that?
All I can say is every time I talk about something happens to me. So I'm just gonna be like, I'm counting the days. I got 4 days
without incident or something.
Yeah, exactly. So far, I'm like two days without.
2020 has for real been up and down, man. Someone asked me the other day too, like, yo, what were your favorite 5 movies or 5 shows from the year? And I was like, holy shit, dude, I don't know. And I started naming a bunch of shows, and then I realized, oh shit, Tiger King came out this year too, man, during the beginning of COVID. That seems like years ago, dude. You know what I mean? But just because the world has changed so much in a span of like 9 months, like that measurement of time or that point of view of time is just totally skewed to me, man. It's been totally weird. I think it's because every year I usually travel as well, so I kind of have that reference point. Like last year, I know what I did before I went to the Philippines, and then I know what I did after I came back from the Philippines, right? But this year, I don't have that reference point. I was nowhere but home this whole fucking year, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
It's crazy, man. That being said, there's been a lot of Game of the Year awards coming out, and a majority of them are going to Last of Us 2, which I think is deserved. I think I said before, like, nothing is even coming close to it, right? As far as a game goes, as far as a piece of media goes, there's nothing coming close to it. There's games that are probably more fun than Last of Us 2, but that one's winning everything. What is your Game of the Year, Rick?
Ghost of Tsushima.
Oh, that's a good one, dude.
Hands down. I think because when I play games, I just usually play casually. So I play for the story, and I kind of like not breeze through it, but you know what I mean. Like I'm more focused on to go through the story and complete it. However, this game had me trying to do every single side mission possible, go under every rock, challenge every single person, and then not only that, the multiplayer was released, and then so we had a great time. Even though it was short, it was enough to like satisfy my craving for a raid. You know what I mean? Like, it's been pretty a while since we ever last raided on anything, and I would say like Final Fantasy or maybe Destiny or something like that. But for us to actually have to do some critical thinking, puzzle solving, really put us on our toes, and that's why I think for me that's the game of the year.
Gotcha. Yeah, no, I definitely agree with the raid gameplay that we did. This is still some of the funnest shit. Even though it takes us like 5 hours, like that, once we complete our goal after that 5 hours, the feeling's just amazing, dude.
Exactly.
I think after all is said and done with Ghost of Tsushima, with Last of Us 2, with Cyberpunk, Genshin, Valorant that I've been playing all year, I think I got to give it to Final Fantasy VII Remake, dude. I won't say too much.
I think it's because I haven't beat it.
That's why. I won't say too much because you haven't beat it yet, but that I finished that game. I think I platinumed that game in like a week, dude. Or a week and a half, and I was having fun like the entire time. Like,
dude, that's true.
The characters in the story are already there; it's already in my mind. But just the way that it's kind of remixed and remade in this way, I was 100% all for it. Things can't be exactly like they were in the original, and I understand that. And I know I got a lot of flack for not following the original at some points. But I'm here. I'm here for the new ride, man. And I think everything that this game did, gameplay-wise, as far as the battles, just intrigued me so much. I wasn't a fan, really, of Final Fantasy 15's battle system.
Yeah.
I think at a certain point, with Noctis, you just hold down circle, right? And then you occasionally do different attacks with other characters. But in this one, there were points where you had to think about, okay, the enemy's not doing attack right now, so I could do magic. Do I have enough ATB bars to do this magic spell? Can I get away after I do the magic? Can I dodge? Can I do this and that? How much is the stagger meter up? There was a lot more strategizing that you could do. And even, especially in hard mode of Final Fantasy VII Remake, you had to strategize super hardcore because the enemies were not fucking around. I don't think you could you couldn't refill your MP for chapters at a time. So like if you finish a battle, you can't rest or use a ether or anything like that. You could only regain MP like once that chapter was finished. So you had to kind of manage that economy a little bit. You couldn't spam your spells. The graphics, dude, are just amazing, except for that door. I don't know if you've seen that door yet, dude. It's the door to Cloud's apartment. For some reason, it just doesn't render in at all, dude. It looks like a piece of shit.
Really?
Yeah, dude, it looks like PS1 graphics for some reason. I think it's like the last thing to load in that scene is why. But yeah, from top to bottom, I think that's my game. Despite all the controversy, for me, that game was perfect, dude.
Yeah, that's true. Cause like I haven't finished it, but when I did start it, that's where I said, Marnelli caught me smiling, and I didn't even know, like I pay attention to my face like almost all the time, but for me to not pay attention where I'm actually making like a weird face, I was like, damn, dude, I guess it does hit me in the feels so much. So it's I definitely gotta finish. Maybe maybe I'm just gonna stop right now with all the games, and I'm just gonna power through Final Fantasy for this week.
Play it on your PS5 and let me know, dude.
Exactly, dude.
Because I played mine on the PS4, and yeah, I'm thinking about playing again on PS5. I just need to buy the digital version, man. But yeah, it's been a really, really good year, actually, in video games. With the games we just talked about coming out, and then Cyberpunk at the end of this year, despite all the controversy that it has. I heard that GameStop is actually offering full refunds if you return it, dude. Who would have thought, huh? GameStop's like the number one. Like, oh, you bought this game for $60? You get 30 cents credit for it. You know what I mean? They're
I remember that. Shit. And you really, really want it, so you're just like, okay, I'm just gonna, get that extra $1, $10 for 5 games that I turned in.
Exactly, dude. So, story sidebar tangent. There was this mom and pop video game store over at I think it was like in University Heights, right? Over by Soda and Swine and all that stuff. And they had like an OG copy of Resident Evil 2 for the PlayStation 1, right? And I saw it, I was like, oh man, I want to get that, but I think he was selling it for $30 and I just didn't have $30 on me. But I had a bunch of old games like in my car because I think I was in the middle of moving or I didn't take it out while I was moving. So I brought in all the games and they were like Madden, NCAA, like all the sports games, And usually GameStop stores don't take those games because there's a new one every year, right?
Right.
So I had 10 of these games. I gave it to him. I was like, hey, if I give you this, can I get Resident Evil 2? And he looked, he's like, 10 games for one? Hell yeah, you can. I was like, what? All right. And he just fucking gave it to me, dude.
Damn.
That is a good barter system, not what fucking GameStop does, dude.
Exactly. Because I guess it puts a real price on it, too. It's like, yeah, you get an extra $2 if you're a membership,
Oh, my God. Yeah, that is the worst.
Really? Because, I don't know. I think I really did stop playing. So maybe that made me start buying digital games because I was like, I am tired of buying these physical games from GameStop and and then I remember there's one time like my cousin bought one game and it was scratched, but they sold it as new and it didn't have the shrink wrap around it. So I was like, they're getting away with a lot of things.
Yeah. I at first I was like, oh nah, they should keep GameStop around. Remember they were getting threatened the first time when digital games were coming out. They're like, oh, this is the end of GameStop, and they just kind of powered through however they did it. Especially now, like they're trash, like always trying to get you on their game club. The stupid low like trade-in money you get, the trade-in credits, and then making all their employees work during COVID when they're not essential. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
that doesn't make sense to me.
I hate, I think, I remember when I enjoyed GameStop, it was just, oh yeah, there's a lot of knickknacks and a lot of games.
That's what I was gonna say, yeah.
And then now it's just like, oh God, it's like, I know it's not their fault, but it's like a used car salesman, like, oh man, are you guys interested on this? You can buy it for $2.99 if you pre-order for $5. You can put $5. I'm like, no, it's okay. Oh, but with this game, you can get this and this and this and this and this. I'm like, no. Are you looking for anything else? Are you gonna, I'm like, oh, just let me shop and let me.
I'm already giving you money. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, like calm down. Like he's like, oh, but it's just policy that I have to read off 20 games to you before you buy this game. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, man. I remember because GameStop did used to be that place where it was, I need this specific plugin so I could play my PlayStation 2 on an HD TV, right? I just need that weird random ass adapter. GameStop used to be the place you can grab that. Now you can only grab games and like fucking Funko Pops over there, right?
Right.
They don't really have anything, like you said, knickknacks anymore like that dedicated to gaming. So, yeah, it's kind of fallen off, man. But I guess that's what happens when everything gets digitize, you gotta cannibalize your customer service to try and make an extra buck. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And I don't know, it's like a broken record. You hear it everywhere. I just want to buy the game, go in, go out,
And
and call it a day.
that's what it used to be like at GameStop, and that's why it was great. And now that's what buying a digital game has become. You just click 2 buttons and you have your fucking game. You know what I mean? That's
exactly.
what it used to be like.
Yep.
At GameStop, but now you gotta take a fucking survey every time you buy something, dude.
Exactly. A mandatory survey.
It's fucking wild, man. But yeah, damn. What was my sidebar tangent thing? Was it talking about the?
You're talking about playing video games.
Oh
no! You
no!
love Cybertech.
Yeah, because GameStop is accepting returns for Cyberpunk at full price, so that's crazy, man. I think the shareholders of Project Red, the guys that made Cyberpunk, are suing the company now. So it's in the big leagues now, dude. These guys are facing some crazy repercussions for having the game not do too well, man.
Yeah, I think they should have. I don't know why. Like, how did it get by their testing, their QA testing, and it's like, oh, this is approved. It's good enough to run. Let's ship everything out. Why can't it be like, oh, it's not gonna make it on time. We're gonna have to push it back.
Yeah.
To polish everything, because I know they're on deadlines and stuff, but I don't think it's the developer's fault. It's mostly the big guys. Like making those decisions, like we want it done by Christmas, right before Christmas, or something like that. And you guys have 1 day to develop a game.
Yeah, it's kind of weird where you need to pass the blame on that one, right? At one side, it's like, well, the shareholders are the ones that are pressuring the guys to make the game and have it come out by Christmas, and at the same time, the people that were forcing them to finish it by Christmas are now going to sue them because they didn't finish the game on time. It's like, maybe you should just give more time, dude.
Exactly.
But
more time, more money.
Who knows? Maybe then too they were given like false promises. Maybe one of the managers was like, "Oh no, we'll definitely have it done by Christmas," when that really wasn't going to happen. You know what I mean?
Right. Yep.
So, who knows, man? It's a tragedy of a game, but at the same time, it's one of the best. I won't say one of the best. One of the funnest kind of experiences, I guess. I think it's because there's no real other world like that. I guess Deus Ex, but that game is just too clunky, man. I don't know if you've ever played that one. And that one I don't think it has an open world. I might be mistaken. But I don't think it has an open world like Cyberpunk does. One thing it definitely doesn't have is Keanu Reeves. So that's what already puts
and I just want to
Cyberpunk above it.
I just want to be what is it, Johnny
Silverhand? I think Johnny Rocket Silverhand.
Yeah, because he's pretty badass, and I'm liking the story. I don't know how far you're in the story, but yeah, I'm just liking the little tidbits of him interjecting whatever whenever you have a conversation. You're starting to understand him. At first, he was like very blunt and like very pushful, but then the more you start to hear what he's saying, it's like your character's kind of starting to agree, and it's like they're becoming one, which is pretty cool.
Which is the dangerous part, right? Because the whole spoiler alerts for the story, the whole kind of big conflict is that one day he's gonna take over your body, because you died while his memory chip was in your head or something like that. So it's, I guess, one of the conflicts in the game is whether you're willingly going to give yourself up to Johnny Silverhand or if you're going to try and resist him.
Right. Yep.
I'm interested in playing it. I think it's funny. I think when you and I talked about first playing the game, our initial reaction to it was like, man, I wish I had a better graphics card. And then just right now, talking to Dustin about it, since he just bought the game, I asked him how it was, and he said, "Yep, I need a better graphics card." Which is insane, dude. Why to enjoy your game at its best do you have to have like the latest and greatest things? You know what I mean? This game was being made 7 years ago. They couldn't tell, when the next kind of graphics cards were coming out. So it's kind of wild, man.
Yeah. And that's the thing, like, our graphics card is very powerful enough.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's just the game itself that is really pushing everything beyond, what is supposed to be normal.
Yeah,
we can run Grand Theft Auto easily on high settings. We can run Witcher, but just this one game, I felt like why is it pushing so much? Like I thought our computers are strong enough, but I guess it's really saying we got to prepare for the next realm of games if that's going to be the normal,
Yeah, that's true. It's definitely they just didn't optimize it. You know what I mean? I think there was one bug or glitch or something where if your save file was over 8 megabytes, then it would just be unusable. You know what I mean? Which is like, how does that make any sense, dude? Like, if my save file is too big, then I can't use it anymore. So there's definitely something glitchy going on with the programming or how they made it, man.
Yep.
One day we'll get this big ass patch, which is basically going to be the game remade all over again, and it's gonna work. But goddamn, it's not gonna be today or anytime soon. I don't think, man.
Right.
But yeah, we have been playing other video games. Genshin, a new banner came out, and who got the new character from the new character banner first day? Did Eric with his god type luck?
I think he did. I don't know actually. I know my nephew got him.
Sheesh.
I think Aunt got him.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, yeah, like I haven't been trying to get him.
Mm-hmm. Using him in the sample little dungeon you do with him, he's super good, man.
Yeah, he's pretty good, but I don't know, like it's not my playstyle for whatever that ability is, because I know they use that little elevator he has, and then you
you can jump on top of it. Yeah.
And I see people have been doing that, but for me, I'm like, I already have Zhongli. I just want to kind of have my team readily available, which I want Keqing. And
dude, is Keqing the last character you need?
For my team, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh damn,
it's just her, but I guess I'll never have her. So.
Big news for me. Genshin is a free game, and I've been pretty adamant about not spending money in it. I finally spent money, dude.
Congratulations, you're one of us. One of us.
And I thought it was gonna be worth it, but it totally wasn't worth it, dude. Well, I take that back. I've been free to play this whole time, and the last time I got a 5-star, it was a spear. So, I guess getting a Constellation 6 Barbara is better than getting a 5-star spear. So it's not a complete waste, dude.
Yeah.
And I just activated that perk too. I think I was fighting something, and Zhang... Oh, dang. I forgot her name. Zhang Ling, the fire chick. She died and just got right back up. And I was like, oh, wow. How did I do that? Did I use my MRE? Nope. It was fucking Barbara.
Yep. Yeah, because I remember I fell off a cliff, and then all of a sudden I stood back up. And I was like, okay.
The cooldown for that is kind of ridiculous, though. I think it just happens once every 15 minutes or something.
Yeah.
That's a long fucking time in that game, dude.
Yep. They don't want you to abuse it in real battles.
But yeah, there was a new banner. They opened up a new part of the map. So we're uncovering more of the map now. It kind of sucks because it's a snow area. And what other game did this? I think Final Fantasy VII did this. I think The Division did this. But basically, you can't hang out in the snow for too long or you'll start to take damage. You get like frostbite or something, I think is the mechanic. And then your health starts going down. So you kind of got to move between bonfires or warm areas to get your heat back up or to get your body temperature back up.
Yeah.
And it is super rough, dude. Like, there's some ore that I can't break yet because I don't have the right stuff. The enemies are just all so much stronger than me, dude. My fire character is the worst fire character in the game, so it's just rough, dude. I just need to level up Zhang Ling, dude. I mean, she has a 5-star spear, so I should really start investing now, man. But it's cool. I mean, technically it's all free, so I'm glad that they're opening up more of the map. I heard the story's good. I just just need to spend more time, man. I've just been doing the dailies, dude. So
yeah, same here. I just log in, do the dailies, and then log back out. I think it's because I'm trying to catch up on the other games first. But yeah, like I'm getting closer to playing with you guys. But I don't know what level you guys are. You're probably like 46 now. But I'm about to turn 40 soon.
Yeah, I think I'm going to be 45, but in order to get my world up to the next level, I have to do some missions. So I'm not going to do any of those missions, dude. I'm just going to keep leveling out my characters, but not do any of those, not make my world any harder, because it's already fucking hard, dude.
Yep, exactly.
But yeah, dude, what else is going on, man? Oh, the reason I spent money in Genshin, because some cool guns came out in Valorant, and I spent money on cool guns in Valorant, dude.
Yay!
Unfortunately,
one of us.
In that game, buying cool guns does not make you any better. Like buying new characters in Genshin does. But at least I look cool while I suck. So that's how that's going. What else have you been playing, man?
Cyberpunk.
Oh my god, Demon Souls, dude. And the invasions of a lifetime. I don't think I've been invaded more in any game. When we were playing Bloodborne together, I don't think we got invaded as much as we're getting invaded now, man.
Hardly. And then for some reason, I was like telling you, I was like, oh yeah, this is a world where no one really invades here ever. It's very rare. And then all of a sudden we get invaded by like 50 people. I'm like, what the hell, man? Like, what is going on? The thing that's destroying my demon souls, my own soul, is knowing the fact that, because I used to be really good at PvP, you know, like that was PS3. But when I was facing these guys, they were destroying me like easy. And I was like, man, what the hell? Like, are these guys like in doing their PvP builds, or are they, you know, they're not even using the Meridian Hammer and they're doing so much damage to me, you know? Like, I have a lot of health and what's going on, but these guys, I think what they are is they already know the min-max of everything. They probably have their health really high, and then there was some that are casting the, you know, defense buffs. And then some that were just so good with, you know, getting behind me and stabbing me in the back easily.
Yeah.
You know, like, they took advantage of that so easily.
Yeah, I don't know how the backstab, like, there were times where I'm wearing no armor. So I'm definitely faster than the people that are wearing armor. But somehow when I'm running away from them, I was trying to get your soul sign, they would catch up to me. And, like, I would still be running. I wouldn't be at your soul sign yet. They would catch up to me and do a backstab on me. It doesn't make any sense, dude.
Yep. And then they're just, when I do the backstab, like, it varies on people, but I was like getting scared because I would backstab them and it would only take 1/4 life. And I was like, shit, this is a PvPer, because if I'm only doing that much damage, they are pretty good at this game. And it turns out, yep, they one shot me in whatever attack, and I was like, yeah, I think I need to rethink my build completely. I didn't want to go Dragonbone, but now I have to really spec out and look up builds now and how people play. I have to switch out my flute armor and wear underwear and just roll around.
Yeah, man, it was rough. It was rough, but once we won and got through some fights, I think we did pretty well on the regular game, dude.
Yeah. See, when we were dominating the regular game, we already know that we're strong enough, but it's just these PvPers. They love to seek out people, and they're making our lives hard. They're just interrupting us. There's not one but two, and then there's some that are just the same person that comes to every single game of ours and tries to kill us. And I'm like, leave us alone.
That's a crazy mechanic where it's like, oh, okay, you want to play with your friends and play this game multiplayer? That's cool. Go ahead and do that. But we're going to let other people jump into your game with specific builds that just kill you automatically into your game too. It's like, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Demon Souls. I get it.
It's like, can we turn that feature off? And I was like, no, we can't.
Yeah, man, it's super raw. But yeah, my Kanye West character giving everybody the hot fire.
I know when they get caught in that, they would like die. I'm that's some good fire.
It's I don't know. In PvP, it's not that good just because once a person gets knocked down, they have like iframes.
Dude, they have a lot, and that's what I'm like slamming my hammer, and I'm like, that would have killed or should have killed them.
Yeah,
but
you can't really hit them while they're on the ground. So when I do my fire spear or whatever my fire move is, a bunch of fire comes up from the floor, and once one fire thing comes up from the floor, that's all they get hit by. So it's like, that's kind of a waste. That's why I thought it was going to be lame when we started fighting bosses. I was like, man, I'm going to do this move. It's not going to do anything. And then I think we fought the that orange warrior soul or something.
Yeah.
And I did it once, and it took his health all the way down to like less than half. And I said, oh, okay, never mind. This move is actually kind of strong.
Yeah, you just gotta believe in yourself. Because I know people that I remember back in the day, they would just hide behind the wall, and when the enemies get close, boom, sudden fire. It's like they would get us so many times.
Yeah. And that's definitely been the way. What I've been doing now is I put on this ring that makes me harder to see, or harder for red phantoms to see me, and then I cast invisibility on myself, so there's no way anybody's seeing where I am. I'm like a fucking invisible nuclear bomb, just putting myself next to the enemies, man. So
yep, exactly.
That's my new strategy. Because you can distract them pretty well since you're carrying around the big ass dragon bone sword now. All I have to do is just drop the hot fire and they get caught up in it, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that game, dude. I thought I could drop the mausoleum key for you, but I don't think I can drop it. I actually just went and killed what's his name right now. Earlier this afternoon. What's his name? Duran, old King Duran.
Yeah.
And I cheaped him up. I poisoned him. It's funny because
fire didn't work.
No, dude, the fire did like 70 damage, and he has like 2k health, dude. So it was gonna take, and he keeps rolling. So it was gonna be ass. The funniest part is when you first walk in there, he challenges you to a fight, right? Just to see how strong you are. And after you do a certain amount of damage to him, he lets you pick up the sword. Was it Soul Brand or something like that? So I went in there, and he challenged me to a fight, and I'm fighting him. I'm trying to throw fire, put down my mixtape. He's not trying to pick it up. So I took out my sword and started fighting him that way. And basically I was just rolling into him when he would attack, and then I would just backstab him. And he hit me one of the times, and I lived. And I was like, oh man, I remember this sword being a one-hit kill. Okay, I'm not as scared anymore, So I kept fighting and got in there. and got him to like half health. And he was like, "Oh, you earned this sword. Go ahead and take it." So I took the sword. I was like, he's already at half health. Maybe I should just finish him off and get his armor, So I ran in there and I hit him again. And he's like, "Oh, you still want to challenge me? A king cannot say no." And he just keeps fighting me. Except he two-hands the sword. I get cocky and he hits me once with the two-hand and I just get one shot. And I was like, "Oh.
Yeah, I
there
remember
it is.
he was
I remember
very powerful.
I remember it now."
Yep, I remember. I think I cheaped him up so much. I just kept throwing like projectiles at him, or I had bows. I was like, he is very strong for some reason.
Yeah. So when I went back there after I died to him, I was like, "All right, let me just go back in here." And I just used Poison Cloud. And I just stood there for maybe 10 minutes just watching his health go down, dude. It's too funny, man. But yeah, no, that game, I still think that game is the best just because it was specifically made for PlayStation 5, right? Where every other game that's out on PlayStation 5 right now, except maybe for Astro Bot and Bug Snacks, every other game is like cross-platform. Like there's a PlayStation 4 version of it. So that's why I think it's the best. And that's why I can't wait till the future when more like PlayStation 5 exclusives come out. Although we might have to wait since COVID kind of fucked up everybody's development year,
Yeah. Yep. That's why we'll just use this to catch up.
Yeah. Very true. Did you see those new faceplates that Ant texted us?
Yeah, the black ones.
Dude, I signed up for that so quick, man. I can't wait.
It looks super clean. Is it painted or like is it plastic?
No, I think it's like plastic, carbon fiber, something, man. So, because I know with the current plates on them now, you just like slide them off. Basically, it's not that hard to take them off.
Is it? You said carbon fiber?
It looks like carbon fiber. Just
that's like, damn, dude.
But yeah, man, I can't wait. Just make my shit look stealth,
Right. Yep.
Yeah. What else is going on? That's it, dude. Christmas just passed, man. Did you have a good Christmas?
I had a good Christmas. I was able to see my family, and for some reason, like my family went all out with the Christmas gifts. So
nice.
It was the most I've ever seen. It was of course for the kids mainly, but the presents were like expanding from the main living room all the way to the other living room, my sister's other living room, and then to the kitchen and everywhere. And so basically we spent like almost 3-4 hours just opening gifts.
What? It was just like all your families like trading gifts with each other?
Yeah. And it was just because, they would unwrap one and then move on to the next. But it was quite a bit. It was awesome just seeing, all my nephews all happy and everything. So I got what I want. I think it's because I mainly asked for certain things. Like I asked for Ring camera, and I got that. So yeah, and ended up getting some nice comfy clothes. Like I got some pajamas, socks, slippers to match my robe. So it's nice.
You're rocking the shit out of that robe too, man.
Oh yeah, man. Like it is very comfy. And I was like, damn, I never really thought about it. Like I always think, oh man, it would cause too much of a hindrance just to wear these kind of stuff. Now I can see why Jedis wear Jedi robes. It's because how comfy it is. It's warm.
That's kind of awesome, dude. Yeah, I think, I went to your house. I went to go pick something up from your bed, and you came out wearing the robe, dude. It's like, damn, that does look warm and comfy, dude.
You're right. Exactly.
That's crazy. Yeah, no, I think I got everything I wanted for Christmas, too, and more, actually. I didn't ask for much. I just wanted, like a new Xbox controller for my computer, and then this little Gundam model, and some Gundam stuff. one thing I put on my wish list that I didn't think I was gonna get was this desk lamp that you clamp on. I kind of just put it on there because I think we saw it in a YouTube video. We were trying to figure out which lamp it was because it was so cool. Turns out the lamp cost like $200, right?
Right.
My mom came through and hooked me up with the lamp. It was so crazy. I was like, wait, what?
Oh.
Why did you get this shit? It's so expensive. Like, well, it's the only thing on your list. I was like, no, there was plenty of things on my list. So now I have this sick ass lamp, dude.
Nice.
It's such an old person thing. Yeah, man, we have such old person gifts now, dude. You got a ring light or a ring camera. I got a fucking desk lamp, dude. But that's shit that we like really enjoy and really want, you know?
That's what I've noticed. Like lately, I've been ordering things for my comfort. You know, like I don't know why I really paid attention. I like the robe, the bathrobe. Who the heck would wear a bathrobe? But once I put it on, I was like, I'm wearing an infinite blankie, you know, all the time. I can lay down, fall asleep on the couch, and I wouldn't be cold. And I can just move up, get up, and eat my breakfast. I wouldn't be cold. So that's why I was like, this is the life.
Oh, that's fucking funny, man. Yeah, dude, that's well, but no, it was a good Christmas considering, you know, how up and down the year was. You know, it was good to kind of see everybody. Yeah, New Year's is coming up next, dude. It's gonna be 2021. I don't want to jinx it. Never mind. I was gonna say there's no way 2021 can be worse than 2020, but the universe has proved me wrong before, dude. So I will chill on jinxing us next year. Yeah, I think that's it, dude. Oh wait, we played Among Us for the first time in months. But we played with proximity chat, dude.
Yeah, that was pretty fun.
And it was kind of fucking hilarious, dude. Because basically, yeah, wherever you are on the map, if someone is standing near you, you can hear them. And we just played with open mics the whole time. And there were just some funny situations that happened because of it, man. And it's funny because once you die, you can talk and only the other ghosts will hear you. And then when you're a ghost, if you fly near somebody, you could hear them talking if they're still alive. So it's like you're really haunting them, you know? There was the main funny situation that happened was with, I think Ant and I were the imposters, and we needed to kill 2 people to win. And I had killed somebody in Reactor, which is like super far from where anybody is, right?
Right.
And then I remember the game wasn't ending. I was like, dude, Ant doesn't know. He just needs to kill 1 person and we win, right? I'm walking and I go to admin and I see Anthony and Eric talking and walking into admin, and Eric's like, okay, you're going to watch my back, right? And Anthony's like, yeah, I got you. And I just yell as I'm following them, Anthony, kill him! And Anthony kills him and the game ends. Like, how crazy is that I can communicate to him now? You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Or it's like, all right, let's get this double kill now. We just get the double kill real quick. Oh, man. Well, it's good times. I'm glad there's a modding community, man. And the crazier part is that shit is free. So, fucking good times, dude.
Yep, good times.
But yeah, I think that is it for us this week, for this year, 2020. I would be lying if I said I was gonna miss you, man. But peace out.
I know we got 4 more days.
Here we go to
4 days.
Fucking 2021, man. Let's fucking go, dude.
Oh, and I forgot. Yeah, my nephews. It's funny because my nephews, when some of their gifts they got were like a zombie apocalypse ready gear.
Oh,
and
nice.
These are not like your, like pretend. These are like actual survival gear.
They call it like a pickaxe or something?
Yeah, like a shovel, like a fire starter to if you're outdoors. It uses like solar power to use electricity to jumpstart the lighter and everything. And I was like, Is there something you're not telling me, sister? Because you seem to be giving all of our nephews and nieces, survival stuff, and here I am with a Ring camera, thinking, like I'm not gonna be safe. Is there something that you're not sharing with us that you know? And she's like, no, don't worry about it. Just be prepared. And I was like, oh, okay.
Okay. Just be prepared, my ass, dude. Be prepared for the zombie apocalypse, man.
Yep.
That's crazy, dude. But yeah, hopefully they won't have to use it anytime soon. Hopefully it's just for a camping trip that they're gonna have. You know what I mean? They just needed a shovel to make their toilets out there when they go camping or something. Oh man, but yeah, that is it for us this week, this year. We'll see you guys next year. But before then, Rick, some words of wisdom.
Right now, I think I'm late, but right now they're releasing the Black Saber from Mandalorian, so pre-order that now while you guys still can.
Wait, what Black Saber? Where?
The Black Saber. I just pre-ordered mine right now.
Wait, is it like the ones from Disneyland?
So it's by FX by Hasbro. And it's sold out on the Hasbro website. But I was like Googling it and I was like, oh, what? Best Buy? So right now I pre-ordered it from Best Buy. And I was like, Disneyland doesn't have Black Sabers. They only have like blue, purple, red, green.
Is it
I think that's it.
Disneyland quality though, or is it?
I remember FX is really good quality, and then if it's by Hasbro too, I'm gonna put my gamble on it. And if any, I'm just like, you know what, I don't want it. I'm gonna return it.
All right, Black Sabers, get yours today, dude.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, everyone.
You got 6 years.